So often in this channel, I've been doing my adventures with a 2, 3, 4 hour drive sometimes to get to where I want to go, which is great. But there's some times where you just want to do a walk with your backpack. And today was one of them days. My little town was looking lovely, as you're seeing by the footage. It was full of life and bustle. We even had a classic car rally going on, so there was extra life about the place. And I decided to get my backpack on and head through the town and continue through the town and up into our hills that are more commonly known as the roaming hills of Moffat. With the big backpack on and the tent packed, I was going to go give myself a little 24-hour micro-adventure up in the hills. So, come and join me and let's see where we end up. Yeah, I'm out in one of them long-ish hikes and camps today. So I'm leaving from my house, got the backpack on as you see, and the target in mind at the moment is the hill behind me. Well, not quite that hill, that's Greygill Head, but then above there I'm looking for a spot potentially in the Black Hope Valley. However, I'm also debating whether or not to create a really big loop and head towards the beef tub. But above all else, as you've probably seen by the intro, I've just left my lovely wee town of Moffat, and that's me going through the hustle and bustle, away from the people, and now within 20 minutes walking, I'm out in the countryside. And from here it just gets more remote as we go. It really is a fantastic town, and the reason why I wanted to highlight that at the beginning, it's just to kind of show a little bit of just how stunning the area is and how very accessible it is for people coming here to do walks. You know, I've mentioned this a couple of times on the channel already, but we have the walking festival, which is at the end of September, and that is a great way of showing some of the walks we have in this area, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm just picking off a bit of a loop that was I did last year as part of my leader's walk. I did Greygill Head and then we came back down, but on this occasion I'm going past that, and then eventually the idea is to then tag the Corbett Hartfell, but probably do that tomorrow and then come down. However, like I say, I've also got a wee mind whether or not I want to make a big loop and then finish somewhere around Great Hill potentially that's above Devil's Beef Tub. I don't know, I've got lots of time to play with. It's warm, it's like 17-18 degrees, but there's likely to be a bit of a wind at the top. Got another day testing out the new tent as well, the MSR. I just want to give it a few individual tests out before we commit to taking that on the West Highland Way. I feel like after last week, if you've seen our video last week where we camped down in Lake District, if you haven't seen that, go and check it out. But on that video, we were both really happy with the tent setup and how comfy it was and how much room we had. So I feel like that will be our West Highland Way tent for the August when we go back. But like I say, I want to give it a proper test to see how I feel, because I'll be the one carrying it for the most of it. I want to see how I feel carrying it over a longer hike. Obviously, we've now got our summer bag weight kind of on there. I've only got a few extra liquids in here, but nothing like I did on the Lake District camp again. So the bag today is a little bit more in keeping with what I'd have to do the West Highland Way. Perhaps, maybe I've got a bit more down gear than I maybe need, but nothing much. So it is more representative, so it should give me a better idea as to how this feels after. Well, I've done just over a mile at the moment. Then by the time I'm back home, I've done about 15-16 mile, which would be in total a day of the West Highland Way, but without the big elevation that we're going to get today. So anyway, I'm going to crack on As you see, I'm on a bit of the road now, on what's called the Old Well Road in Moffat. And then I'll join you back in as the view opens up later on, probably around Greygull Head, I think, is my next stop off. And we can show you how it looks up there. Right, join you guys in a bit. I thought I'd take the backpack off and just stop for a wee drink. I'm absolutely no rush at all. 2.6 miles. What I am watching though is there's a plane that keeps going up and down, up and down. I seen a post about that a few days ago on Facebook, and there was a few suggestions, maybe Google Maps and that kind of thing. I don't know. I have no idea. So if anyone's got any ideas, or if they know, please stick it in the comments. Give us an idea what you think it might be. But if you look at on the maps for aviation, it says literally going like it's doing a field. So it's like scanning the whole area for like maybe street view or something like that. I'm not sure. In terms of the route I'm taking, I've decided instead of going over Greygull Head and then up the ridge, I've actually come underneath it and round. A similar route I did about a year and a bit ago when I was coming up to do Hartfell. And that's going to give me wee options when I get to the end of this. There's forestry track, and then I can either go left and go up a kind of steep pull and then leads me up onto Hartfell or Swattlefell, or I can go over the water and go right, and then there's a bit of a really steep zigzag pull that will take me up to the end of the Blackcoat Valley, which is probably what I'm going to take. But I'm going to assess it when I get there. I see he's been enjoying in the sunshine right now, so I'm going to take 5 more minutes, get a bit more drink down me, and then continue on my way, and I'll join you further up. So just finished the forest section now, and now I have the big pool ahead of me. So it's kind of steep, as you see. You just go up that shoulder there, and then it slightly flattens out, and we have the last little pool towards Swattlefell. It's only 728 metres or something like that. So it's not like a huge hill, but just taking this route makes it more entertaining, and obviously a bit longer as well, rather than going up Hartfell and coming down. Right, so camera's going away, and I'm going to head down and get this climbed up, and I'll probably check back in a bit when I've had my breath back, because this is going to be one beast of a pool. Right, let's get this done. I've checked out a couple of pitches, but I think I'm happy with this. Gonna get the tent put here, door facing that way. Yeah, I'm alright with this. Decent long walk in there. I'm going to sit for a couple of minutes and just get a jumper on and that, and then we can get the tent pitched. So I'm going to use the ground sheet today, just to give myself a chance to make sure I'm happy that I've got a level pitch. Just because it's very tusky grass, so it's always going to be a bit hard until I lay it out. And then what I'll do is I'll lay 4 corners out now, and then once it's stretched out, I'll be able to see if it's good or need to make a wee adjustment, and then I can get the rest of the tent up. Alright, so it is a freestanding tent, so it doesn't mean I'm committed to having the tent where it is right now. Obviously I'm not going to carry it around the mountain like this, but if I feel like I'm just not 100%, once I've got everything in place, I can still move it, But I'm going to get it up, putting in the fly. This is an inner pitch first tent, so it's one of them ones where, you shouldn't really be wanting to set this up when it's peeing it down, because then you're going to find that your inner's going to get wet before you get a chance to get in your tent, and then that's not going to make for a good night for you all, But if it's a night like tonight, perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the skeleton on now, bring it up to height, fly on, and then that's us. And what I'll do is I'm going to put that on a time lapse, which is going right now, and then we've got ourselves a wee pitch for the night, and hopefully I'm more happier with it once it's up. I'm still a bit, it's okay, it's not quite the dynamic pitch I was looking for. I'm still looking up there thinking, do I want to go up there? But I'm going to get this up first and I can see from there, because it's still nice. Right. So say that's the tent up now. Just need to get the bag emptied. I like to get that done now and then I can relax in the night. So also the Euros are still on, so as much as Scotland got pumped, you know, there's still football on, so I'm going to get that on in a bit. Yeah. This tent's looking pretty solid. I've come down the hill just a wee touch from where I originally planned, and that's more because there's a wind coming this way and I just wanted to get a little bit of a shelter on it. Yeah, it looks absolutely fine from where I'm at right now. So yeah, I think I'm going to open this door fully, like I didn't do that the last time. Yeah. Okay, cool. Start unpacking the bag. This is the bedding set up for the night. One little change I've added on is that Psychology pillow that I bought for Caitlin. I bought one for myself. And then it's my summer sleep system with the Rab Mythic Ultra 120. Just get letting that puff up now. And the Sea to Summit E-Flight XT. I'm on a slight slant, but you know, you're never completely flat when you're in here or on a mountain like so. Oh. Quick panoramic round. Yeah. I'm going to get some grub in a wee bit. But before I do, let me just talk you through what I see out my window. And I'll start with just back there. And you can just about see the summit trig point of Hartfell. That's my intended route tomorrow morning. I've got a feeling that there was a nice pitch somewhere up there and then somewhere over there again. But I thought I'll take this one. What's behind us here is Swattle Fell. Just another wee named summit along this ridgeline. And as you come round, we then come on to Broadlaw. We can just see Broadlaw's mobile phone mast peeking out. The wee airport beacon's not quite as visible with the eye today, just because where the clouds are. And then if we pan round, the biggest summit there is Whitecombe. Been up there a few times in the channel. And then what we have in our foreground here is the magnificent Black Hope Valley. And then obviously looking down the valley from here, we're just looking directly in England. And Croft Head just peeking out in the distance, other side there. Yeah, we've probably got a wee bit of time before. I think the clouds are supposed to pick up properly soon, and then we might not have much more time left when we've got this clear sunlight. And then hopefully in the morning it's supposed to clear up okay, but we'll see. You know, I got no great expectations of either way. I just knew tonight was going to be the better night of the weekend, so I thought let's get out and get a wee camp going. Aye, and I say I might as well tell you now the reason why I picked this rather than Hartfell. One, because obviously in the channel we've done Hartfell before, so didn't want to do that again, you know. But also, just like last week when we did the camp down at Lake District, I really quite like having these style of camps where you're slightly lower down than the hills around you, you know, and looking for ones that's got a bit of a drop off, got a bit of a craggy feel to it. So when you get your photos, you have more of you have something behind it rather than just, you know, a mound and a hill. They're always quite good for the spectacle as well, you know. But for me, I think the visual ones look better when you've got like another mountain cliff behind your tent, you know. So yeah, I guess that's a continuous theme that, as I mentioned last week, that I kind of look for. And same when we did Pillar. Remember we did Pillar with Stevie, Jodie Wellcamper. A very similar idea where the Pillar camp's backdrop was looking like the Scaffells, which just looked stunning. And this one today, like, I mean, the camera's there, but I can't keep my eyes off every direction around me. There's just crags and hills, and it's fantastic. It really is. It's a lovely, lovely view we have here. Yeah, one of the better ones. I mean, I was like I say, my only thing was whether or not I wanted to go that way, and there's a flat pitch out there. It's just I feel as though it's a bit more exposed tonight because of that wind that's coming and going. It's supposed to pick up a bit later on, but 2025, and I think just being on this little ledge that I'm right now just takes that away. Which is again why I didn't go further up, because I felt like the further up I go, the more wind I'm getting. This is where I kind of plunked for this one. But I think over there, it's a really nice exposed ridge. It looked fantastic, looking right up the Black Hope Valley. But yeah, we can always do another one another time. When we final stretch of my legs after the football. Wind's kind of picking up a bit, so I've just been out getting the guy lines all a wee extra tighten up. Tent's really quite robust here. Again, only my second night using this, so we'll see how it goes after a few. But yeah, apart from the weight, I would say it's a lovely tent. It's just the only issue. I mentioned this on the Lake District camp, was it is just over 2 kilo, which we compare that to my wee 4-class tent, the little tarp tent, that's 1.1. However, on a night like this with the wind, that thing would have been flapping around the place. I mean, it would have held up fine, but it really is flappy with the wind. So, given us, and in headroom as well, it's fine for me, but for me and Caitlin, you just want a bit more room. So I do think this is the right choice. And I guess if I find like I want it a bit lighter, we can always split up the load, and one takes the poles, one takes the tent. It's a really nice tent. I've been really quite enjoying tonight, just sat in the tent watching a bit of football, stretching out. I've had lots of room to use, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to get the fly all zipped up. I'll probably watch a bit more YouTube. I think there's been a couple of my favourite YouTubers pop up with videos tonight, so I'll probably make that my last half hour or so, and then sign off properly for the night, and hopefully we get something to see in the morning. But hope you're still tuning in, and we'll see you in the morning from our wake up. We'll get the tent put away and decide what route we're walking back home with. Right guys, I'll see you in the morning from the Black Hope Valley in the Moffat Hills. Good night guys. Good morning. Completely different start to the morning than it was yesterday, that's for sure. So, clagged in, although you can see little gaps in the cloud, so I would say if I was maybe above like 900 metres, it's probably where the cloud is, so just a bit too low for that here. So yeah, going to get myself some breakfast, I think. I've got some porridge with me, baked apple porridge. Yeah, and then get the pack up job. Racking sleep again. Something really kind of cosy about this tent. It's just enough room for you to move as well. Just seem to find it's really suited me. So I think it's like 7:15 or something like that, which is
You know, when you think about my typical during the week, I'm normally up and well away before then for work, so yeah, quite happy with that. So I think without further ado, I'll get the jet pot on and get some porridge and a coffee, I think. Coffee with no view today. Never mind. Fire pot porridge takes about 15 minutes to rehydrate, so I've just got it filled with water and say give it the 15 minutes. Give me time to get my coffee down me. And then I'll get the pack up done. We should talk about the weather at some point, because let's be honest, it's been awful this year, isn't it? I mean, if I look at it camping wise, I don't think I've had a camp yet this year where I've had a clear sunset and a clear sunrise. And in fact, in both cases, it's been very hard to find either one of them. You know, just I know that's a little bit like, you know, luck of the draw for your days off, but when you like this year particularly, there's been very few times where you can see that on the weather apps all in, you know. It's just so different. I mean, we are talking a few days away from July, you know. July, summertime, peak summertime for Scotland. And this is it. Great, eh? Well, like I say, still good to get out of camp. Absolutely comfy as hell. Like I really, I'm in love with this setup now. I'll be ashamed when I come away from this the Rab Mythic Ultra for the winter. Because it's only rated Rab say it'll take 0 degrees, and with the wee liner here, maybe a couple of degrees lower than that. But when it gets to really, really cold, I definitely want my thicker bags again. But yeah, it's so comfy in there. And then the Sea to Summit mat, which I've had for a couple of years now. I've just got that dialed perfectly, and adding on that new pillow, well, and that was, yeah. I mean, I've been watching Caitlin the last couple of times when I'm camping, and it does look really nice. So I'm glad to have added that to my setup. Anyway, I'm waffling, so I'm gonna get this down, and then I'll get my food down, mate. And then probably the next thing you'll see is getting packed away. Probably stick on a time lapse so you can see the clouds moving past. So yeah, I'll get that put on, and yeah, let's check back in probably when we're picking the tent up and on the move. Aye. Hi. So I'm at the little cairn representing Grey Gill Head. When I camped here last year, about August I think it was, and this was also my route that I did for the for Walk Moffat. I said this when I did the camp here last year, that it has one of the best views looking down into the Moffat without as much work. It's only 30 minutes away from home here, you know. But you get a cracking view, you know, looking from the town over to Queensberry, and then we've got the beef tub that we can see in the distance as well. And then we can also see that gnarly route I took to get up yesterday, going up in between the wee V there, and then where we finished off, and then we've come down. So anyway, I'm going to finish off my walk. I'll check back in just so I'm close to home, but like I say, I'm about 25 to 30 minutes walking, and then that's me home. Oof. well, I'm going to end my adventure here. I'm pretty much back where we started. I've just got maybe 200 metres to go till I'm back to my house. So thank you all for tuning in. As always, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you've not already, and then leave us a comment. The comments are the ones that really help push the videos out to other people. On that being said, next video should be an absolute belter. Not been on the trip yet, but we've got something booked for the week of when this is released, up in I'm not going to say the name of it, but it's the last wilderness of Scotland. Cannot wait for that one. Booked it for one night at the moment, but I might extend it for 2 nights and give ourselves a longer adventure. So look out for that one on the channel. But for me, Robert, Moffat Adventures. In the meantime, take care everyone, stay safe out there, and I'll see you on my next adventure. Hopefully, same time every Thursday, 6 PM. Right, see you all later. Bye bye.